Good day, sir. This is my video with regards to my reflections on all the topics you shared to us in our LMS. So, number 1, Prelim Week 1, Earth Coordinate System, Latitude, Longitude, DLAT, and DLONG. So, for me, I reflected that the Earth was a circle from with coordinating lines that connected with each other, and that is called latitude and longitude. And when we are going to draw it into a paper, it becomes flat, and yes, that is a complex mathematics that contains a series of international agreements, conventions for regarding locations on the surface of the earth. The next is latitude. I understand that the latitude is the line from west to east and east to west based on long-term astronomical observations. So these lines tells us the degrees of latitude from the meridian to international dateline. It is separated at the center of parallel line, which is called the equator. It has different measurement which involves numbers of kilometers. So longitude. Longitude is the line from top to bottom or bottom to top. So it is also called vertical lines. It is like slices of an orange that connected to the North Pole and South Pole with 180 degrees at longitude. DLAT. DLAT refers to the arc between the two places of the meridian, or the angle at the center of the earth between parallels. Latitude through the two places. DLAT is named north or south according to the direction from the first place to the second. When the two latitude have like names, both north or south, or both south. So subtract the lesser latitude from the greater in the naming DLAT. It is reckoned from the equator towards the poles. When a latitude have unlike names, add the two latitude. So for DLONG, is the arc of equator or angle of center of earth between two places. It contained between meridians at longitude of those two places. Departure between two places is the arc of the parallel of latitude contained between the meridians passing through those two places. Thus, departure D-long equals coslat. So in prelim week 2, different types of map projections and the charts produced under particular the use of a navigational chart according to its scale. So map projection. So in map projection in cartography is a way to flatten a globe's surface into a plane in order to make a map. This requires a systematic transformation of latitudes and longitude of locations from the surface of the globe into location on a plane. So there are different types of map projections. So number 1, Mercator projection. Number 2, Lambert conformal conic projection. Number 3, stereographic projection, and so on and so forth. So number 1, Mercator projection. So one of the most well-known cylindrical map. It is used for marine navigation since the lines of constant direction appear as or straight lines on the map. So number 2, Lambert conformal conic projection. So is the preferred projections for regional maps. It is used for aeronautical chart portions of the state plane coordinate system and many national and regional mapping. Number 3, stereographic projection. So particular mapping that projects as per onto a plane. It is used for finding directions. So a chart scale is expressed as a ratio such as 1 is to 25,000 and 1 is to 1 million. This refers to the ratio of physical distance in the real world on a chart with a 1 is to 25,000 scale. 1 inch on the paper chart equals 25,000 inches in the real world. So in prelim week 3, navigational chart is a map that depicts the configuration of the shoreline and seafloor. So it provides water depths, locations and dangers to navigation, location and characteristics of aids to navigation and carriages and other features and nautical chart is essential for safe navigation. So symbols and abbreviation. So chart symbols. So chart symbols is important. Symbols are usually black. Ensure you know what they are before going into the area. So voyage symbols. Voyage symbols will be a similar shape as the buoys you will see afloat under the symbol will be letter IE. A part buoy is red, so the letter R will be under the buoy. So a special mark is yellow, so the letter Y will be under the buoy or etc. If there is a magenta or purple teardrop next to the buoy then it means it has a light on it.